I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. They can only manage a single win in 4 tries. Against these guys last year.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at the point.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
On defense, Cleveland. Rose dishes to Butler. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Thompson outside. Here's Irving, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Clock at 2. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Chicago on defense. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the 2 superstars were able to gel.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Rose with the ball. Now Smith defending, and it's Rose penetrating. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Here's Butler, following the basket by LeBron James. Rose kicks to Gasol. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That free throw good from Gasol. And he can't hit the second. The Cavaliers leading. Inside, tipped away. Gasol with the steal, and they're moving it up. To the wing on the left. Mirotic has a wide open look. Buries the corner 3. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game. Good if it goes. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, Derrick Rose is out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then there's Noah. Then there's Mirotic. And it's Moore penetrating out to the right wing. Mirotic has the open look, and that one goes long.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set, and you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
They set the pick. The feed to Noah. They shoot again. Nice shot by Portis.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
The Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Irving subbed in for Iman Shumpert.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Rose passes to Portis. A step-back shot here. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Makes it off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Portis. Another one falls for Chicago.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
On its way from Irving for 2. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Portis, the pass to Rose. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And a pretty tight...
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Where was the sense of urgency? We all know they're capable of playing better, and no one wants to give up a ridiculous high shooting percentage. They need a little attitude adjustment in the second half, or this game will get away from them.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. No good from Gibson.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And here's Rose. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Gasol against Thompson. Here's Butler. No good. Smith with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing. Oh! Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Rose dishes to Gasol. 6 to shoot. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
So for the Bulls, Noah comes in for Taj Gibson. And Mirotic subbed in for McDermott. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bulls trail by 9. Rose kicks to Butler. Over to the left wing. Mirotic hands it from downtown. Mirotic just got his second basket of the night.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Frye, good.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Noah with a screen for Rose. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Rose has got 6.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
LeBron outside. He got it up. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 6. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's James. And Gibson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. McDermott's checked in for Mirotic.
Doug McDermott.
Frye passes to James. Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. Bulls trail by 8. There's the steal. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Bulls shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Gibson the screen. Butler in the corner. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And counted. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And stolen by Fry. And they're on the break. The finish trips down the breakaway slam.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. First in-demand coaches available.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 13. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, give me my neck.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Count the bucket. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will. Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
One shot.
And McDermott, no good on that one. Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. James kicks to Smith. Down low. Here's Dellavedova. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And he gets the bucket. That's now 8 points for Derrick Rose.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it's always nice to get win number one against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Bulls.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Chicago. Matthew Dellavedova.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova. Chicago with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Dellavedova. The shot. And he hits the jumper for two.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke.
All right. Let's see. What's the other one looking for? What's up, King Swift? Yeah. Yeah.
By courtside.
Thank you, Kip.
The 2K
How many
Sports
what?
Post-game show.
None. Zero.
Thanks, Kevin. And
How
let's
many?
take a look now as
Yeah.
we give the nod
Well,
to
no,
our
actually, I got a
Jordan player
couple
of the
money.
game.
I got a couple dollars.
Sometimes when you're given
What's
the
that like? I
opportunity
got-
to show what you can do, a player
No.
really delivers
How many? How
in the
much do you
clutch.
need?
That's what he did
You?
here
How much
tonight.
money do
He
you
was
have?
dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
He came off the bench and torched him tonight. That's my torch sound, Ernie. I know it don't sound like a torch, but I know you feel the heat. I don't think the plan was for him to play as big as he did tonight. But once this kid hit the floor, it didn't take long for him to take over.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started
You
on
what?
a new season in the NBA.
Oh.
For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
About, I think it's about like 60,000 or something. I don't think I know. I'm inside a broadcast. I'm on YouTube right now. Yeah. Not that much. I'm a little, but not that. Hold on. I'll tell you that right next. Hold on. As a new GM is the league. Cavaliers. Been the Cavaliers today. I'm going to keep it real. My is to You know how to what? Oh. Well, I'm gonna start my broadcast real quick. Well, on the next, hold on, let me stop it real quick. On the next broadcast, I will do something different, but till next time, smell more.